good, everybody? MidMorningSol back at it again with another episode of Piofiore Faded Memories playthrough. We are pretty much at the end of the finale. This playthrough of the finale, my first playthrough of the finale. We are at chapter 8, but a lot of shit happened in chapter 7, y'all. So much that I don't think I'm gonna recap it because it's just too much. But the main thing in which we'll transition to chapter 8 is that if you recall from Gilbert's route, pretty much, when this is right around the time he's about to go to trial. Not the first time though, y'all. The second time to actually get a hearing. So this is kind of taking in some elements from the bad ending route, the bad chapter 7, in which the military done exchanged the jurors out, and this time the jurors were arrested. The jurors who were sympathizing with Gil were bribed into getting in his favor. But now that the military and Mussolini and all them have issued out a more strict enforcement of controlling the mafia influence, now the jurors were exchanged out for more negatively biased jurors. They're on the trail of Sebastiano Gallier, or Sebi. So we get a meanwhile story that, unfortunately, from the events of the bad end, Nicola was captured, and Sebi had just ordered his men, the black suit people, to kill Nicola. So I'm wondering if we made it in time or not. I hope we made it in time. I would hate the fact that Nicola's death is canon. So I'm really worried, y'all, but I'm really excited because this is the climax right here, chapter 8. Let's get it. I'm ready. Last save state, 99, because we can't save anymore. Isn't that some shit? Alright, so we gotta make it work. Let's do it. A few days after the meeting at the church, it was dark outside, but I couldn't seem to get myself to sleep. The casino, tomorrow. I felt an uneasy restlessness after hearing when they were planning to take action. I tried to think about other things, but it kept returning to my mind. Girl, y'all, don't you just hate that feeling when you know something is about to happen, something drastic? Ugh, I hate that feeling. Everyone, please be safe. I knelt on the floor and quietly offered my prayers until the morning sun rose. Damn, she dedicated. This was unexpected. Nicola came to visit the church. At first I thought he came to replace Orlok as guard just like before. But Nicola asked to speak with me in private. I hesitantly led him to my room. What? He's still alive? What is this about, Nicola?
僕たちは大きな一手を打つ必要がある。その相談だよ。
A plan? Do you mean how you're going to attack the casino? Nicola slowly shook his head.
ただ首謀者を抑えただけじゃ、この町を、世界を巻き込む事件の根を完全に潰すことはできないよ。
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. What will we gain from attacking the casino? Would that alone put an end to everything? If we detain the Direttore, Will that stop the counterfeiting? Will it return everything to normal again? I'd like to think so.
ならないよ。でも少なくともこれ以上悪くなることはない。頭が潰れれば向こうの動きだって鈍る。
Okay, so wait, who the fuck do they have if it's not Nicola? I'm wondering. Huh.
その間に偽札を流している連中を一網打尽にすることは不可能じゃないかもね。
But do you think that's the best bet, Nicola? Is that why you wanted to discuss your plan with me? Nicola smiled and nodded.
僕たちは何の証拠も持っていないからね。備えが足りない。
Oh. Come to think of it, what we thought was true was simply speculation, not evidence.
僕たちマフィアが不当に政府の役人へ暴力を振るったことにされてしまうと困るからね。
True, you don't. Wait, I recall seeing the casino using the counterfeit bills. We could use that as...
そんなもの、いざとなればどうとでも処分できるようにしてあるはずだよ。
They sure the fuck can. Nicola kept his composure and calmly looked at me. So what is this plan of yours again?
手を貸してくれる？鍵の乙女として、あるいは一人の人間として。君はこの事件を解決するために危険に身をさらす覚悟はある？
Oh, Nicola, of course you're gonna ask that much of me. Oh, sweetheart, that's what I missed. I missed the fucking intrigue, the action of your route at times.
それとも本音は全てから解放されたい。
What do you mean?
重荷を背負わず、ただの一般人として、こんな薄暗い世界からは遠ざかる。
Nicola, sweetheart, I see what you mean, but tone it down. It doesn't need to be that dramatic. That wasn't even a question for me. You know I'm gonna pick the help people out. Yeah, my mind was set ever since I decided to help them out. Please let me help Nicola.
ありがとう。その言葉を信じるよ。君がいなきゃこの作戦は成立しないからね。
What you mean? Nicola. So how are you planning to obtain this proof you need?
今は言えない。でも、君のことは絶対に守るって約束する。だからどうか、僕のことを信じてほしい。
Yes, I will. I trust you. Nicola.
二人で出かける？どうして？
Oh, my little string bean. Oh, I want to take you with me.
Orlok tilted his head and frowned, hearing that I was stepping out with Nicola.
あなたが教会を出るなら俺も行く。それが護衛である俺の役割。
Yeah, let him come with me.
もちろんニコラは普通の人間より銃の扱いに長けてるし、強いといえば強いと思う。必要があれば殺しをためらわない。そういう人なのは知ってる。
Yes, he will. It's really scary when he has like that same goddamn smile on his face.
だけど俺がついていった方が安全。それは絶対。何か間違ってる？
I would want you with me. I think Orlok is right too. But I glanced toward Nicola. Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, no. He let out a sigh.
困ったな。はっきり言わないと伝わらない。もう少し空気を読んでほしいんだけど。
Motherfucker, this is your plan. So you gotta enforce it. I would take Orlok with me, but if you don't want him to come, you gotta tell him.
読めない。はっき きり言ってほしい。
彼女とデートしたい。だからオルロック、君はしばらく外してくれない？
Boo, it ain't no damn date. Shut the hell up.
合いびきについてくるなんて、そんな野暮な真似はしないでほしいな。
Yeah, didn't you say, are you blushing? Oh, my little string bean. It's not like that. Oh, no. Or like, you trusted Nicola, right? So why can't you trust him now?
こんな状況でデートなんて、ニコラ何を考え。
You're making my little string bean stutter. Oh, my poor baby.
わからないかな。二人で愛を語らうには、この境界は狭すぎる。ねえ、リリー。
Oh my god, man. Shut up and let's just go and do what we gotta do. What in the world? But I knew what I had to do. I needed to play along with him. Yes, that's right. I tried my best to smile and nodded awkwardly. You're making my string bean flustered. I hate this. Oh, no. I hate this. Orlok sounded out of breath, and Nicola gave a gentle smile.
安心して、彼女のことは死んでも守るから。ね。
His tone was clear and bold, and I could tell he meant that with his life.
ニコラがそこまで言うなら信じる。
Orlok cop's duty. Hate that. Oh, my baby was stuttering. I hate that. Oh, my heart hurts. Oh. Things weren't working for me recently. I was starting to doubt everything around me. This town, the Berlone Mafia, what purpose the Berlone police had. I lived life thinking everything was just how it was since I was a kid. I couldn't seem to get my mind settled since I met him on the way back from the church.
この町は異常だ。起きないはずの事件が起き、その真実はマフィアに握りつぶされる。
You really got a hard on for the mafia. I don't know what's your deal.
痛みを背負わされるのはいつも無辜の民だ。あなたも救えなかった命があるのでは。
Yeah, this is Marco.
マルコ、どうかしたんですか？さっきから手が止まっているようですが。
ああ、ロッピー、どうした？何かあったか？
急ぎの書類です。すみませんが、この場でサインをお願いします。
ああ、今書く。ちょっと待ってくれ。よし。待たせて悪かったな。
Roberto raised his brow as he took the signed papers from my hand.
近頃、様子がおかしいですよ、マルコ。
そうか？そんなことねえと思うが。
この間もおかしなことを言っていました。
俺はこの町を俺なりに守るつもりだった。けど今のままじゃ俺がしてたことなんて何の意味もねえんじゃねえかって。
まだあのことを考えているんですか？ 沈黙は肯定と受け取ります、まったく覚えていないんですかマルコ。この町に来た俺に散々言って聞かせたくせに。この町にはこの町のやり方がある。あなたが今そんなことを思い悩んでも仕方がないのでは。
そりゃ分かってるんだがよ。いや、分かってねえから考えちまうんだな。
Yeah, it's crazy that, you know, the young buck is reminding you what you told him. Roberto's right. I've been telling him the whole time how this town's different. But
俺はこの町で育ったからな。生まれた時からこれが当たり前だった。こういうもんだと刷り込まれてただけで自分の頭で考えてこなかったのかもしれねえ。
あなたがこれまで言ってきたことは今なら多少俺にも理解できます。したくはない理解でしたが。
ロッピー。
この町は異常です。人はマフィアを信奉し、公権力はその意味をなさない。しかしマフィアの権威が失墜した今、この町は住みよい町とは言えなくなった。
Roberto frowned.
犯罪者は嫌いです。が、住民を守るのが警察の役目ですから。町の平穏のためにマフィアの力が必要なら、それに目をつむるのは致し方ないことなのかもしれないと。
Wow. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, game? I told you I was not gonna stand this guy. Why are y'all trying to make him likable all of a sudden? Y'all keep doing this face turning crap, heel turning, face turning, whatever the hell it is. God.
今の俺にはそれがわかります。
Oh my god. What the fuck?
なのに、俺にそう言い聞かせてきたマルコに、今さらそんなことで悩まれても困ります。
住民を守るのが警察の役目か。
His words woke me from my stupor. I chuckled and nodded at Roberto.
難しく考えすぎてたのかもしれねえな。俺たちの役目はこの町がどんな町だろうと変わらねえんだ。ただそこに生きている奴らが安心して暮らせるよう守るのが俺の仕事だ。
まったく。
Roberto sighed deeply, then walked away with the papers in hand.
あいつ
Who would have? Okay, who would have thought?
なかなかいい刑事になってきたじゃねえか。
Aww. I was glad to see him walk away as the man he was meant to be. Y'all gonna not do this shit. Y'all not gonna make me stand that guy. I done told y'all what the deal was. Orlok sighed in disbelief, but then he nodded with a hint of reluctance. No. My little string bean. What was Nicola thinking? Nicola was simply leading me on a walk throughout the town. The stress we were walking down... The stress, oh my god. The streets we were walking down were fairly safe, without any protests in sight. I assumed he made sure the areas we'd walk through would be safe. But all we were doing was chatting idly. We hadn't spoken at all about the mafia or the casino. But soon enough, I finally realized. The path Nicola took us down gradually became quieter. What the fuck? I looked around and the sun was about to set. Dude, where the fuck are we going? We then came upon a narrow road. A number of men appeared and quickly surrounded us.
僕が誰か知っていて手を出すつもりなのかな。
Nicola, what the fuck? Nicola spoke calmly, but the men raised their guns at us. Nicola casually stood closer. Oh my god, Sasha, please read correctly. Nicola casually stood closer to protect me and continued.
じゃあ彼女が誰かも知っているのかな。彼女を殺せば彼は君たちを処分するよ。
So he did get captured. They let him go. What the fuck? They began murmuring amongst themselves.
彼女が何者か、彼にとってどんな意味を持つ存在なのか。もし知らずに手を出すつもりなら、まずは上に確認した方がいい。取り返しのつかないことになる前に。
They went silent for a while. Then one of the masked men waved his arm, and a car stopped next to us.
乗れ。
Now, do I really have to? No. He pointed his gun. Oh, yeah, we gotta get in. He pointed his gun at us to get us to move. I looked at Nicola to see what to do. You set me up, you bastard. Nicola smiled and nodded at me. I nodded back and got into the car. Oh my god, so I guess they used Nicola to lure me out and catch me. They blindfolded us as we entered the car. The car had been driving for a while. Soon it stopped and we were led outside. I assumed we hadn't left town, simply by how long the car was running. They were still keeping us blindfolded, but I could feel the roughness of the ground under my feet. Then, where the hell? Oh! Oh god, that scared me. Where are we? Our blindfolds were taken off, and they began to bind our hands and feet. Even though the sun had set, I could still hear the constant sound of machinery. Oh, this is the abandoned factory. Is this some kind of factory? It's an abandoned factory, Lily. It can't be. Bro, what the fuck? The masked man looked down at us and laughed. Why did I get dragged into this? Nicola, you better have a good reason for this.
脅しが下手だね。もしかしたら殺しは得意なのかもしれないけど。君たちは拷問というものを何も分かっていないようだ。
I guess this is where they killed him in Gil's route.
情報を引き出したら殺すつもりだろ。分かっていて素直に喋ると思う？
死んだ方がマシだと思わせてやる。吐いて楽になりたくなるようにな。
Nicola, I think you've done enough damage. Don't make things worse than what they already are.
ご心配なく。死にたくなったら喋る前に舌を噛み切って勝手に死んであげる。
The man sounded quite irritated by Nicola's calm demeanor. Yeah, I know. It's enough to shake somebody when you don't put fear in them. It seemed Nicola was in control and wasn't fazed at all. But I don't think instigating him is doing us any good. Thank you. I think the same. I couldn't help but worry about what was going to happen next. Unless that's his way of negotiating. Oh, great. The man suddenly turned toward me.
女に聞くという手もあるな。
Nicola's expression didn't change, but the tone of his voice became menacing.
もう忘れたのかな。彼女に手を出せば彼が黙っていないと言ったはずだ。どうせまだ確認を取っていないんだろう。
女に手を出すとは言っていないさ。
Yeah, Nicola, he's not gonna kill me, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave me incapacitated. Nicola calmly glared at him. The man punched Nicola in the face. Oh, not that pretty face of his.
お前を痛めつければことは足りる。お前が吐くか、女が吐くまでな。
About what? What did I do? Oh my god. Stop. I don't know what to tell him though. He kicked Nicola in the stomach, and the others around him followed suit. Oh my god. Oh god, no. Nicola's body folded as he groaned and writhed in pain. Please stop! I yelled at the top of my lungs. That ain't... Oh, child, that ain't me yelling, but... What? I don't know anything. I have an illness. What is this illness that I have? Now I'm gonna quick save. Oh shit. What illness? I don't have one. I'm lying, right? I don't remember Lily being sick at all. Unless she's gonna use... Is she gonna use that birthmark as a sign of her illness or some shit? Like, I don't know. No, post up. I don't know anything. What are you talking about? I don't know anything. There's nothing I have that you want.
知らないはずがない。マフィアの女なら何かしら。
What? I'm not anyone's girl. I'm just a normal girl from a church. He seemed a bit confused at what I was saying. The town is unsafe now, so he simply offered to walk me through the town after church.
アルツォーネのアンダーボスがわざわざただの女の護衛を
The Berlone Mafia has long since offered to help the church for years now. They stopped while I was talking. I needed to somehow buy as much time as I could by talking. Nicola said something about some man above you, but I don't even know who he is, so there's no way I can give you any information. He went silent.
彼に確認を取ればいい。そうすれば彼女の言葉が真実だとわかるはずだよ。
Nicola was smiling like he wasn't hurt at all. No, baby, don't antagonize them. Oh my god. Ah! No. The man I can't even talk. The man clicked his tongue, then kicked Nicola in the face. I'm about to call him Nicola. Kicked Nicola in the face. Nicola!
おとなしくしていろ。
The man irritatedly spat on the ground and left the area with the others. Oh god. I heard the I swear I could read, y'all. I heard the entrance being locked. Soon their voices were no longer heard. Are you okay, Nicola? I couldn't move much with the rope binding my arms and legs. I inched my way toward Nicola. Nicola? Okay. Nicola slowly raised himself from the ground and smiled at me.
大丈夫だよ。彼らは暴力沙汰には慣れているみたいだけど、それだけだから。
Child. Wait, hold on. They kicked you in the face and punched you in the face. How is your face not bloodied or anything? To be an anime person. That's nice. That's all.
誘拐、拷問、監禁、突発的な状況とはいえ、どれも不慣れみたいだね。
So I guess you could teach them. You can give them a little TED talk on how to torture people.
室内に見張りもつけない、捕まえた2人を同じ場所に置き、なおかつ喋る隙まで与えてくれる。
Nicola's smile suddenly widened and he chuckled.
ありがとう。奴らの出花をくじいてくれたね。君が止めてくれなければ、彼らが上に確認しに部屋を出ていくのは、これ以上殴ると死ぬっていうところまで僕を痛めつけた後になっていたと思うよ。
You seem pretty cool about that. Seeing what took place only a moment ago, I asked him a question. Why did you rile him up like that? If they didn't know any better, or if they couldn't control themselves, they could have killed you. Like, you acted like they didn't do that in Gilbert's route.
そもそも彼らは僕を殺すつもりだったからね。いかにも何か握っていそうなふりをして先延ばしにさせようと思ったんだ。挑発はそのために必要だっただけ。
Nicola. His voice was calm. I could tell he was prepared to die.
さっきの何も知らないって君の言葉、かなり説得力があったよ。普通の女の子に僕たちが秘密を明かすはずはないからね。
Okay. Hey, I made the right call. No, but real talk, where's the illness coming from? I don't get that. I'm very curious though. Nicola, do you mind elaborating what your plan is supposed to be? Like, you should have told me when we were by ourselves, you idiot. You were calm back then when they surrounded us. You knew this was going to happen, right? Our voices probably couldn't be heard from outside with all the noise from the machines. Nicola looked at me and began to speak.
彼と少し話をしてきたんだ。確信したよ。彼は君を傷つけられない。
Who is him? Who is him? Stop being vague. About this him you mentioned.
ディレットーレ、リトンのことだよ。
Oh, wow. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, despite that little gasp I did, I'm not surprised. Okay, no. I was pretty sure because of the, I don't know if that is like a pseudo name or whatever, but the direttore is written Lambert. You went to see him?
彼が本当に僕の知っているリトンなのか、襲撃の前に確かめておきたくてね。
You remember him?
思い出したんだよ。ジュリアに話を聞くまで完全に忘れていたけどね。同じ屋敷に出入りしていたんだから、クロエとも何度か話したことがあるよ。僕には優しい女性だった。もう少し説明するから、話を聞きながらちょっと手伝ってもらってもいいかな。
A bit during what? Help? Sure, but how?
銃とナイフは取り上げられたけど、見えるところにしか武器を持たないなんて三流だからね。
They took my gun and knife. I think he dropped his gun. Well, they took it. Whatever, they just took it.
ベルトの裏側に薄いナイフを仕込んであるんだ。
You want me to take it out, right? Of course, sweetheart. Nicola smiled. I turned my back to Nicola so that I could get my hands closer to his belt.
鋭いナイフだから指を切るかもしれない。気をつけて。
It's okay. I don't mind if it's a little. We don't have much time to spare.
こんな状況なのに君はすごく冷静だね。まるでマフィアみたいだ。
Nicola, now is not the time. Was he praising me or teasing me? Rather than continue to think about what he meant, I instead concentrated on my hands. I looked behind my shoulder and slipped my fingers between his pants and belt. Child, any other circumstance would have been pretty hot. He gave us like y'all will stop that foolishness. He gave a slight chuckle as if he was ticklish. I slowly ran my fingers down his belt. I came in contact with a metal object. I carefully pinched it and pulled it out.
彼にとって僕は目障りな存在なんだ。昔の彼を覚えているからね。
So he was so quick to kill Nicola that early on. Well, not early on, but early on. But also in Gilbert's route. Interesting.
僕が一人でファルツォーネの屋敷を出たら、案の定彼の手下が始末しに来てくれた。
I got it, Nicola.
そのナイフを今度は僕の手に握らせて、少しくらい刺さっても構わないから。
Of course I'm worried. It felt like the knife itself, including the handle, was made out of some sheet metal. I slowly placed the knife into his hand.
Grazie.
I don't know how to say you're welcome in Italian, but yeah. What a relief. I felt a bit better, Doug. I felt a bit better now that I could tell he had the knife in his hand. I turned back toward him, just as Nicola turned to face me as well.
彼らは僕を殺すつもりだったから拘束具の準備はできていなかった。おかげで簡単に抜け出せる。
I can hear it too. I could hear the rope being cut as he used his knife to free his wrist.
僕を殺せと部下に命じるとき、彼はきっと君については一言も触れなかっただろうね。
I see. It's not often we're outside together either.
連中は困惑したと思うよ。僕が女連れでのんびり街を散歩していたから。まあ、僕たちだったらそんな状態で手は出さない。不確定な要素は徹底して潰したいからね。
It's a good thing they don't. Or let me read that again, y'all. It's a good thing they didn't know me, but if Righton had told them I was the key maiden, and if he'd given them orders on what to do if I was with you, they would have killed you. What Nicola did back in town was too dangerous a risk.
覚えている？ディレットーレの周りの人間が1年で20人以上死んでいるって話。
Yes.
まるで自分に近づきすぎた人間を許しておけないみたいだよね。彼が子飼いを作らないことは確かだった。自分以外誰も信用していないんだ。
ああ、私は結局あの男のことをほとんど知らなかった。
ディレットーレが仮面を外したところを見たことは
ない。あの男は結局自分以外の人間は信じていなかったんだろう。
Nicola's words brought back the memory of when I was in the Falzone cell.
僕は彼の意図を正しく把握できない部下が餌に食いついてくるのを期待して。
And sure enough, they took the bait. Oh yeah, that music stopped. We about to get into it. Nicola smiled. His bruises must hurt badly. But his smile made it seem like he was in no pain at all.
今日はダンテがカジノに行く日なんだ。襲撃の下見を兼ねてね。
That means the direttore can't move as freely as he wishes.
そう。彼らが君の処遇を問い合わせてもすぐには回答を得られないと思う。
I heard his rope snap as his arms were finally freed.
僕たちが逃げるチャンスは十分にある。僕が無理でも君さえ逃げてくれればみんなに状況が伝わるからね。このゲームは僕たちの勝ちだ。
This fool always be thinking of shit as games and contests and stuff. Nicola smiled with satisfaction, but I couldn't bring myself to. You wanted me to be the proof. They abducted us at gunpoint. I saw you being beaten right in front of my eyes. If we can find evidence that those men are connected to Wrighton, then I can offer substantial testimony that he was involved in a crime.
僕たちは何の証拠も持っていないからね。備えが足りない。
Even if they attacked the casino, they could make the case that he was also at fault for the attack. He rubbed his wrist and looked at me. Nicola then took a breath and spoke to me seriously.
君をこんなにも危険な目に遭わせたことは心から謝罪するよ。何か一つでも読み間違えていたら君が殺される可能性もあった。
You told Orlok you would protect me no matter what. You weren't just saying that. You were serious, weren't you? Oh, I'm surprised you can blush. Your eyes should be blacked out. Black and blue, darling. Nicola laughed, a little embarrassed. He then looked down at his legs and began to cut himself free.
まずは逃げよう。僕もあの人数を銃なしで相手にするのはごめんだし。
But where are we? We haven't left Berlone, right? We're in the damn forest. I could tell we were walking through the forest before coming in here. Yeah. It was easy to tell by the wet ground and the roots growing in all directions.
大体の当たりはついている。ここはストラノだよ。その端にある森の奥だ。
They still printing that damn money though. Nicola cut the ropes binding me. You were ready to move when... Great. The men returned inside the room. Fuck. Seeing us free. They ain't set us free. Nicola did. Seeing us free, he quickly drew his gun. Oh, it's only one guy. He tried to stop his comrade, but it was too late. Nicola pushed me down to the ground so we could stay, so that we could stay low. Oh my god. The bullets flew over us and hit the goods behind us. I think that's shit. Or damn. Or asshole. Something like that. Huh? Whoa! What? Suddenly, a bright light flashed through the area. Nicola threw himself over me. The men in the area itself, everything was engulfed in flames. I don't know what happened. My consciousness faded away. What?! Oh my god, that was the wrong answer! What?! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm thinking I'm hot shit. I got the right thing going. Oh my god! Okay, that was the wrong answer. Are you serious? I thought that was the right answer. Fuck. I have an illness. Sure. I have an illness. I don't know where I'm going with this too, Nicola. Nicola looked surprised at my sudden exclamation.
いきなり何をお前の持病など知ったことか
Wow, what an asshole. Dude. I mustered the strength inside me to somehow talk some sense into my story. Yeah, girl, I'd like to see you Houdini out of this one. I was born with a weak heart. Just the sight of blood is too much for me. I'm gonna go unconscious if you keep that up. Even the doctor said that too much shock could stop my heart. The men stopped their beating, hearing my story. Okay. So, you won't be able to get anything from me if you keep that up.
君がこんなところで死んでしまったら、きっと彼も困るよね。
Nicola smiled and looked at the man. He still kicked him. So, this is a saying. Let me fast forward.
けど驚いたよ。まさか君が心臓病だとは夢にも思わなかったから。
I'm pretty sure I lied.
それも血を見ると気絶するなんてね。ストラノでよく怪我人の手をしている君が。
Bruh, I did this for our sake, okay? You know that?
もちろん、君は知らなかっただろうけど、僕はずっと前から君を見ていたんだよ。
Damn, creeper much? I'm sure he was referring to watching me because I was the key maiden, but even in a time like this, I could feel my heart race from his sweet smile. Nicola is such a hoe. I mean, womanizer. Our voices probably couldn't be heard from the outside with all the noise from the machines. This repeats. Wait! Oh my god! I fucked up. Okay, I must have did something really wrong. Don't tell me I have to go. Oh, I probably have to go all the way back to the beginning. Oh my god, y'all. I'll see y'all at the Alright, let me see something. Alright, y'all. So I did something wrong because I cannot get past this part. So it's something up that I did wrong. So I will have to go back even further and see what I did wrong. Because both choices get me blown up for some odd reason. So I'm wondering, what the hell did I do? What did I do wrong? So y'all, bear with me. I will defo come back. Because, yeah, we're at that standstill in chapter 8. New dialogue. I did something right. Nicola used his I got so happy I forgot to speak. Nicola used his regained freedom and cut the rope from my arm and legs. Thank you. I bowed my head in thanks as he smiled and pulled me up to my feet. We began searching the goods that were piled inside the room.
なるほど。これ使えなくもないな。本当に着火するとまずいけど。
Oh, you mean that explosive stuff that we done got hit by like 11 million times because I kept picking the wrong choices? Yeah, could be handy, couldn't it? Or risky, whatever you said. Nicola looked at me and quietly led me to the door. He slid his knife along the door's edge, and suddenly, I heard a small click. The door's open. He extended his arm toward me, quietly.
怖いだろうけど、ちゃんと守るから。
Thank you. I nodded and took his hand. Just as Nicola believed in me, I believe in you. Ah. Nicola smiled gently at me. He quietly and carefully opened the door. The door opened into a factory space. We checked to make sure no one was around before stepping out of the room. That noise is really annoying. Nicola quietly closed the door. There was a lot of machinery around the area that we could hide behind for cover. Nicola led me into the shadow of a large machine nearby. Okay, thank God that noise stopped. That was really annoying. We looked around the corner and saw a number of people working with the machines. Around the exit were the men in black suits. Some of them are gone? Maybe some of them left to get in contact with him. I noticed Nicola looking down, and I followed his gaze to see what he was looking at. The money. The counterfeit money. Below us were sheets of paper that looked misprinted. Isn't this... It was brand new paper. It was brand new paper with $10 bill print on one side. There were the La Gazzetta newspaper prints strewn across the ground too. Nicola picked up the $10 sheet and folded it into his pocket. He then picked up another and folded it, this time handing it to me. I nodded silently and took it from his hand. Nicola took a lighter from his pocket. We whispered to each other amid the noise. You sure have a lot of things on you.
最初から捉えてもらうつもりだったしね。と言っても、ライターを見逃してくれるほど甘いとは思っていなかったけど。
Remarking on our luck, Nicola lit a wad of paper on fire. He then tossed it in a room where we were held captive. The fire quickly burned and began to consume the paper on the ground. At this rate, the fire will probably climb up to the walls. Let's rewind and say that again. At this rate, the fire will probably climb up the walls, but none of the workers seemed to notice, probably due to the noise from the machinery. Nicola pulled me behind another machine. I think he wanted to head toward the door, guided by the men in black suits. Then suddenly... One of the workers finally noticed. Huh? One of the men in suits yelled in panic at the workers. The fire was still fairly small. Even without water, they could still extinguish it. I observed the unusual scene as Nicola pulled my hand and we escaped the factory. Based. We took a deep breath of fresh air. Whew, we made it out alive. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. It felt like it had been ages since I had a chance to smell the air outside.
森の中に逃げ込んでしまえば、彼らも僕たちを見つけられない。
But ain't there like a lot of wolves in the forest? Like, I don't think that's a good idea either.
月が見えているし、街の方角は大体わかる。夜のうちにあるかまでたどり着けるよ。
Oh, thank you. She mentions it. But aren't there wolves in the forest? Nicola smiled.
それこそ 身を挺してでも狼から君を守るよ。
I frowned a bit. Fool, you ain't got nothing but whatever that weird substance you picked up. But not with your life. We need to go back safely, together. And I'm going to have Dante scold you. You didn't tell him about this, did you? Nicola blinked a couple of times before a smile appeared on his face. Nope.
お見通しか。怒るだろうな、ダンテ。
Nicola pulled my hand as he went into the forest. Nice omission of a word. Even at this distance, never mind. We'll just wait until this meanwhile plays. I returned from the casino only to be greeted by a report that Nicola was missing. It wasn't unusual for him to act on his own. But not knowing where he was the night before we planned the strike was concerning. I looked at the clock to check the time. I stood up. As the time had come, I pushed the anxiety I felt to the side. Oh, they're gonna attack the thing. They're gonna attack the casino. We gathered at the church at nightfall. Tonight we would reconfirm our plans to attack tomorrow. Yang looked around the church. He's worried about me. I guess. In his own little contrived way. Lily usually came down to greet us inside the church. Orlok led us inside tonight, not her. Aww. Look at what they did to my little string bean. He's all flustered and upset. Orlok didn't look well. He began to speak in a heavy tone.
今日の午後、ニコラが彼女を連れ出した。まだ戻らない。
Something was direly wrong. Before I could say anything, we're here. The doors to the church opened. Even at this distance, I could hear the men yelling to put the fire out. Oh, that was it. That was chapter 8. Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, this is gonna be fun, I promise. So we done goofed so bad that I had to kind of reshoot. I started my alternate choices playthrough in hopes of like somewhere it would lead to getting to the last chapter. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, God. Editing this is going to be a nightmare, y'all. Real talk. Editing this is going to be quite challenging, but we'll get it done. And then I have footage to start with for the alternate choices, right? So, yeah, y'all. After I don't know how many trial and failures, and I was just about to console the guide, Otome Kitten's guide, but we managed to clutch out an ending, so I'm happy about that. And we'll cut the video here. And yeah, like I said, I can finish playing this game by tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to 100% it because there's so many choices, y'all. So many choices, it's ridiculous. But that's what brute forcing is all about. Jeebus, y'all. This took a lot longer than I thought. I would have liked to have been at least had this video up. But yeah, alternate choices is going to be all over the place. I can tell you that right now. So folks, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Holy cow, we got some exposition. We got some backstory. But now I'm like, well, what's the Direttore's deal? You know, we still don't know that, right? So, yeah, y'all. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and peace.